Thank you for joining us on All for the Dream, where we dive into the reality of what it takes to go after a dream. All of the sweat, all of the tears, all of the sacrifice. And at the end of the day, it isn't easy. But is it worth it? I'm your host, Nakesha Wrights, and remember, no dream is too big. Hey everybody, it's your girl Nakesha Wrights, and thank you so much for joining me on All for the Dream. Today I have a special guest, my beautiful friend, actress and comedian, Miss Carla Simpson.
Pew!
Pew! Can you go ahead and tell the people about you and the things you got going on?
Well, right now, I am having my first comedy show.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Ladies' first comedy show, August 17th. I'm very excited. Show that I put together myself, and I got all the people together, and I'm just very excited. It's all for the ladies. I mean, it's for everybody, but it's all ladies, all comics, spoken word. I have Taranza Graves. I have
the bling coach.
Yeah, I have Nakesha.
Yeah.
Jordan, I have Angie Pittman, I have Sherry Martin, Terrion Brown, Cousin T, and I have a female DJ.
What?
Yes.
She done went Beyonce on y'all with the all-female
DJ
man.
Lady KD, out of the tray, and a few other surprises.
Okay.
And we have some vendors. The vendors themselves are just gonna be like, so I'm just excited.
So how was it actually putting together your first production? How hard was it? Hard? How did you feel? Look,
Well, because I mean, I'm still in the throes of it. Tickets gonna sell tomorrow.
That would be June 7th. But,
at midnight.
But when y'all see this, it's already on, so y'all just go get your ticket.
Yeah, so it'll be on Eventbrite, and it's also gonna be, you can always cash out me, Afro10, AAHFRO10. That's my cash app. But we'll be sending those tickets. It's going to be in Winston-Salem, which is something else I wanted to do because we don't do a lot in Winston-Salem comedy-wise. So I wanted to do something. It's been, you know what? Knock on wood, cross my heart, whatever. It's been it's like easy. And I want to shout out Carlos Massey and Angie, because they have held my hands and they have helped me, and it's just been so easy. And I've had so many people support me that I didn't realize. People were like, well, we were waiting for you to do it. So it's been great.
So this is kind of like a step out on faith.
It is.
Well, keep on stepping, because we ready. I know I'm ready. How long have you been doing comedy?
This will be my 12th year.
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years of doing comedy.
And when did you feel like, shoot, I'm funny, I can do this?
Well, actually, first time I ever did comedy, I went to an amateur comedy night at Alexander Devereaux's, and I was on a girls' night, and girl, I had a little libation, so I feel real funny then. I feel real funny. So my friends were like, you can get up there and do that. And I was like, and then I heard the man say, money. So I jumped up on the stage and I won.
What?
And I've been doing it ever since then, and people were like really receptive, but I didn't get up there until I just talked about, because at the time I had 4 kids at home, and a now ex-husband, but child, it was something. It was like a zoo and a circus, and I just talked about being a mom and a wife, and
that's enough right there.
It was.
That is enough.
It was.
So have you had any issues as far as being respected as a female comedian?
I've had people try me, and then I have had to let them understand that this ain't that. Like Mike kept saying that, it ain't what you think it is. A lot of people think when you do, because I mostly do clean comedy. When I started out, I was doing club comedy heavily. But now I do mostly clean comedy. And I think people think clean equals pushover, or, when they think Christian comic. Christian is, I am a Christian. But I rarely get up and talk about church stuff. I mean, that's rare that I do that. So, but people will try you when they think you're not. But honey, just call me Peter. I'm that person.
So, but you said, so since you are like doing clean comedy slightly, so you do it, do you do it for the church? How have your church experiences been?
The church crowd is harder. I will say that. I will say that if you can make church people laugh, you can make anybody laugh. I had some elderly people the other night. I did. And they were like church elderly people. And they were like not studying about me. They were eating their food and talking and whatever. And it was so funny. And so I had one lady come up to me afterwards and she was like looking at me, old lady, and she older black lady. And she was like, "Are those your real teeth?" Oh. And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And she was like, "Well, instead of telling jokes, you should be on a Colgate commercial."
Well, that was a compliment, though.
But the way she said it, I was like, did she just throw shade over me? Okay, I was like, ma'am. But, yeah.
You do have pretty teeth, though.
But that wasn't the point. I was like, ma'am. So, you know, the church crowd is harder because you have to be careful what you say. Whereas when you do club comedy, everybody knows it's anything goes. I can say anything. I might talk about you. I might, you know, whatever. And sometimes I think sometimes people go too far. And I just want to prove that you can be funny without being too far. Although sometimes, just depending on what mood you in. Right now I'm going through menopause, so just depends on which day you get me.
Have you ever had any issues with as far as getting your payment? Like,
oh yes. And once again, you know, it's sad to say, but it's true, and I'm gonna say it. It's the church people that are the ones that cause me the most problems when it comes to. Now I ain't gonna say no names, but I done had one or two who really tried me with my money, you know, and these are Christian. And when it came to club comedy and stuff like that, I never had not one problem with my money, you know, so I think that's something that people need to work on.
You heard it. Work on it. That's all I gotta say.
Yes.
So, you also act. Now, we were recently in a play together. This was our first play together.
Yes.
And I mean, her story is his truth. You know, it was an awesome play.
It was so much fun.
So do you prefer acting or do you prefer comedy?
I love acting. I like being somebody else, briefly. But I mean, even doing comedy is acting because I mean, it's me, but it's not me because, you know, not everything I get up there and talk about. A lot of people be thinking, oh, she's like, but I'm taking everybody's experiences that I deal with and I'm putting them all into a show. So it's not necessarily me that I'm talking about. And people always assume that, but it's not the case necessarily. But I do like acting. I feel like acting pulls something out of me.
Yeah, I mean, because you gotta go. You gotta, just like you said, you're playing somebody else, so you gotta just put all those other emotions, all those other feelings. You gotta put them inside, and then display it for everybody to see.
Well, and hope it translates.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite type of role to play?
I like shocking somebody. I like to shock people. I like to do that in real life, but I like to do it really for real, like, because I think First Lady, and if you've never seen her story, it's true. People were not expecting what they got, and so I love that. I love the fact that by the end of that play, everybody actually hated me.
Yes, and then what was crazy is, I believe you told me this, I hope I ain't lying, but you had people believing that you were really a first lady in real life.
I was like, baby, you do not want me to be your first lady, you understand? You don't want that.
Do you still get nervous before you perform?
With comedy, no. With acting, yes.
Oh, see, that's backwards for me. So if I do poetry, I'm nervous because it's just me. But when we do acting and plays and stuff, I'm not that nervous because it's a couple of people on stage with me.
No, when I do comedy, it's just me talking to, like, just me sitting here talking to you. It's just like, girl, let me just tell you, you know, blah, blah, blah. And that's how I flow with comedy. I just want, it's just easy. It's like second nature for me. But acting, because one, it's not my words. I'm doing somebody else's whatever, and I'm trying to do what they want me to do. They are wanting me to be this person. So it's a totally different thing. I love it, but I do get the bubble guts. I'm just saying, I'm 45. Listen.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I be in the same boat.
Some days I be like, oh my God. But yeah. But once we get on that stage,
it's like it all just goes away. It just drops off.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's like you're running, like, because I know if you got scene changes and things, you just like, oh, you get off and we're like this. We're like,
and you're exhausted afterward. People don't understand when you do a play.
Yes.
I go home and I just get in the shower and I get in the bed because I'm done. It's different when you do a comedy show, but when you act and you become somebody else, it takes something out of you. It does.
It does. It really, it does.
Yeah.
So with that being said, and I know I asked our friend John Black about this, and I was like, so what type of feeling do you have after we've done promoted the play, we done been through all these rehearsals, and then we do the show, and then boom, it's over, and Monday we go back to work. How is that feeling for you?
Child, let me tell you. Ooh, that's why Carla is throwing this comedy show. That's why Carla is doing the acting, because sooner than later, I will be working for myself only. You understand me? Because I'm tired. I've been a phone rep for almost 25 years.
Ooh, I don't like talking on the phone.
So it's just like.
But you're bilingual.
Yes.
So you get the Spanish speaking and
yeah.
Get people something in Spanish. I'm so
Well,
silly.
when you in here and say, hola, gracias por su llamada, ¿cómo lo puedo ayudar? You know, that's how I answer the phone. Y su pregunta, that's what I do all
What's your
day
name? What's your name?
Carla.
Okay.
This is Carla in Espanol. Yeah.
So, do you feel? Well, no. Let me ask you this first. What is your routine for getting ready for your comedy show?
Okay. So, it's funny. So, I always have to have a sip of something, wine, or I don't eat. I don't eat until after I do comedy, because my stomach, I never know, or whatever. But my neighbors, they pick on me because they know when I'm doing comedy, because I put my music on crunk. And I always have to put on something ratchet. Even for church shows, I gotta put on ratchet music. I don't listen to the Migos, but I listen to Cardi B before I do a show. I have it pumped. Lately, the last few shows, I've been on that Beyonce Homecoming. Girl, I've been in there my neighbors be like, what? And I'll be like, I have it all the way on 10. And then when I get my good, I feel like I can, just be that person.
I know I went to, I don't remember what comedy show was it, but you could see, when they were opening up the door, you could see smoke clouds coming. They were smoking the weed. I guess it calms you down. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh my Lord, yeah. But some people, but for me, I gotta have a little glass of wine, and I'm all right. I'm good.
Do you have the support of your family?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. And I hate, I was supposed to be in a play this weekend. They canceled it.
Okay, yeah.
My family reunion is Saturday.
Okay.
So this time last year, I did another show for, I think it was Carlos, I did comedy. And my family, they roll deep. My mother is one of, 17 kids. So we have a family reunion. And so my family, we all love each other, especially on my mom's side. We are very tight knit, we are very close. And so my family, oh man, they make sure everything I need, they're behind me. At first I think they were like, what does she mean? But I've always been who I am, so.
Yeah, it's always good. I know my mom is a strong supporter of me.
Yeah.
She's like, show me how to subscribe.
My mama there, she be on YouTube. How you do this? Yeah, so yeah. She don't go to the, when I was doing the club comedy, she be like, oh my God. But she'll sit there, because my mama's a little Miss Sally church lady, but she'll be like, girl, but she was funny though, baby. But that was funny what you said. I like you cussing like that, but it was funny.
Hey, she's just telling you the truth. She's
Yeah.
telling you the truth. But she still was there to support you.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, absolutely.
What do you feel like has been your biggest sacrifice in pursuing your dreams?
Well, to be honest, I would have done this a long time ago, acting and comedy, but I had kids to raise. And it wasn't like I had kids to raise, and like my family helped me in some extent, but I was a single mother. I had been divorced. When I really started doing comedy, I was I was right before I started my separation process, and so I went from being married with kids to being single with kids, and so it makes a difference. And I think that when you're a mother, and the kind of mother that I am, like the helicopter mom, I had to. It's been a transition. Like I felt like I sacrificed in dating. You can't really date when you got kids and you're grinding.
Yeah.
Not the way you want to. So now I'm in this stage of life where my kids are grown. I have grandkids. I have Pinky May.
Yeah.
My Pinky.
She's so cute.
And it's just different. So now it's just I'm being selfish.
Okay. Well,
And
you
I'm
should
concentrating
be.
on me. And I'm grinding in the comedy world and the acting world. And I plan to do voiceovers before it's all over. I always want to be a cartoon
hilarious.
character. I said Kevin Hart can be what I can. I got a lot of voices in this head. What? Yeah, absolutely. So.
Do you ever find yourself comparing yourself to other people?
Nope. There's only one me. And I can't be anybody else but myself. So I just make it do what it do.
I like that. Cause I know, because I'm working on doing something else, and I'm like, I don't know if I should put this out. You be scared, you be, kind of doubting yourself. But
Now I have people I look up to, definitely. Like I don't care what anybody says, Whoopi Goldberg is the greatest. She's the GOAT to me. Because she did stuff that women didn't do back then as far as comedy went. And she brought it to a whole nother, and then she did the acting. She's like, she's a talk show host now. I mean, that woman, to me, I just love Whoopi. So I have my heroes, like as far as, hell, I even want to have my own jazz band again.
Oh,
So I'm thinking,
That's right.
I'm just thinking like, what do I want to do? Because I'm at this age where I'm just like, well, I can do everything. I can do anything. I'm a woman.
Get that right.
That's how I feel.
Yep. Have you ever, I asked everybody this question, have you ever felt like giving up, and how do you deal with those thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. And it's so funny. Right when I was about to give up comedy, everything, Carlos Massey came to me with the script for Her Story, His Truth. Because I was about to just say, I don't know if this gonna work.
And see, but that might have been that might have been that was God,
right? It was definitely.
You definitely don't need to give up. Because I've been trying to get to one of your comedy shows, and I know our friend had the birthday party, so I actually saw that snippet of you doing comedy, and I was just back there rolling. Like you are hilarious, so no, you don't need to give up.
Yeah,
you
well,
need to
thank
keep
you.
going, and you need to keep pushing. So, what would you say to somebody right now that is wanting to give up on their dream?
Don't. Just keep going. I mean, nothing's easy, especially something that, some things will be easier than others. Nothing's going to be handed to you. You got to work hard even for other people. So you're going to have to work twice as hard for yourself, and that's just how it is. And you got to be willing to put the time in, and sometimes you're not going to get sleep, and sometimes you're going to cry, and sometimes you're going to just feel like, what am I doing? But don't stop, because like I said, if you can go out here and work hard for somebody else and build their dream, why can't you do it for yourself? And that's just how I feel about the whole thing.
And so we were talking a little bit. We were talking about the little crystals and stuff. What type of crystals do you use, and how do you feel like they help you?
I have everything. Like I have agate, which calms me down. I'm a Leo. I know a lot of people are like, oh, she a Christian and she believes in, yes. I believe in that. I have my ankh. I wear that all the time. I know a lot of Christians are like, why do you wear that? Why you don't wear the regular cross? But the way I think, and I have nothing against the cross. I say this all the time about Jesus dying on the cross. You know, people get upset, but it would be like if somebody killed your brother with a gun and you wore that gun around your neck. So that's how I feel about the cross. I understand that people love the cross, and the cross, it's great, it's wonderful. But I like this cross, the original cross of life that symbolizes life, the whole reproductive system, sensuality as people, all of those things. I believe that everything we need is in the universe, stones, water. You know, there's a reason why when rain calms you down, the ocean makes you feel calm.
Yeah.
You know, wind soothes your spirit. You know, fire escalates you. There's so many things out here besides church. And I love it, sorry. So, you know, I believe that I could speak my thing. Just like I said, remember? I said, I'm going to have me a comedy show next year. And everybody was like, yeah, I'm having me a comedy show. August 17th. I spoke it.
Yep, and it's here, and it's coming.
Yeah, soon.
Yep. Do you have anything else going on besides the comedy show?
I am doing Tamika So Sassy Allen. You had her on. I am the host for her Sarah Brightman fundraiser.
Oh, yeah, okay.
June the 29th.
June
It's
29th.
a fashion show and everything. I'm so excited.
Is she gonna show the video? It's the Sarah Bartman.
Yes.
She gonna show the video? Okay.
It's gonna be phenomenal. And the clothes we get to wear, I'm like,
I
yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited, yeah.
I saw it on the Facebook. I saw it.
You know me, I was like, I wish we could keep them. But
let's just throw that out there too.
But you know, I'm doing that, and I'm doing a comedy show for Malik Yarber in July.
Okay.
I think I might have another comedy show in July. Haven't pinned it down yet. I just got stuff. I'm rolling.
Keep on rolling.
I'm rolling.
So on your comedy show, say you do your comedy show in July. Now, are you gonna have totally different material for August? Oh.
I try to. Unless people like specifically ask me, like, there are a few things that some people always have. They'll be like, talk about choking the kids. Talk about that. Or they'll talk about the spank, putting your spank, sing your spank song, because I got a spank song. People love that. They love that spank song.
But I know you were just telling me a story about your son that day y'all came to my house, and you was just telling me a story about your son and how he dropped the was it Bojangles?
The chicken
wrapper on the floor. But just that story, I was in there like, oh my god.
Yeah. So you know when you have children, you just. And so and I had 4 kids, and I had 3 girls and a boy. So my boy was the good kid, actually. I have daughters, but my son, the one time he tested me. So I told him the story, and it was like, you just said, you know, everything's an adventure. Like my life, anyway.
Tell me about it.
I think things happen to me just because God wants me to just get on stage and say, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah. So do you have anything else that you want to tell the people before we wrap it up?
Well, I mean, I'm on Facebook under Carla Simpson with the C. Simpson like OJ, Bart, whichever you prefer. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram under Afro10, which is A is in Apple, H is in Harold, F is in Frank, R is in Robert, O is in Oscar, 10. You can tell I answer the phone a lot, right? So my Cash App is $Afro10. Eventbrite tickets will be on sale under the Ladies First comedy show.
Yes.
So I'm excited. Once again, I'm just so excited. I'm going to be in another play, Ronald Lavender. I'm doing a play with him in October.
Is it October?
And I'm excited.
Is it October or November?
November.
Okay.
And I get now that role it's going to be a trip because I get to be somebody I've never been before.
Oh, okay. And what's that? Can you say what it is? What
It's just going to be like a, ooh. Y'all going to be like, what? Girl.
That wasn't Carla, was it?
What? Yeah, so I'm excited.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be there too. So yeah, I put my request in.
And you know
in
he's
my
so
regular
poetic,
job.
so I'm really going to have to be like.
You gonna have like a whole monologue page.
I do. I have like this whole monologue.
I told him I was in one play and it was long. It was the poem or whatever. And he's like, we're gonna go ahead and time it. I was like, I done already timed this 3 minutes and 41 seconds for this monologue.
And it's different because when you're working like with Tamika, I'm doing a skit, and it's South African, you know, Sarah Bartman. I'm good at accents, but the thing is, I've never done a South African accent. I can do a Caribbean accent in a minute. I can do a Spanish accent. I can do a French accent. But that South African accent, girl, I done had to get on YouTube and say, so I don't sound like the Queen of Wakanda.
Yep.
You know? So it's been very fun. So that's what's coming up. Just acting, making people laugh, paying bills. Y'all please come to my show, cause I'm tired of being on the phone. I'm tired, stay late.
The phone ring ring. You just wanna throw the phone. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on my
love
show.
you. Oh,
Got that love.
I love her. She does. Thank you.
All right, so thank you everybody for joining us on All for the Dream. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share. And once again, my name is Nakesha Rice, and we'll see you later.